I kind of make this video sort of every year, but if you live in Canada, and I live in Ontario, Canada, you may struggle with getting a really good pepper harvest in your garden. And I've spent many years planting in the ground and in pots and trying to figure out the best thing for peppers. Now, you'll also see on videos, people will tell you when you go and you start your peppers, if they get buds before you plant them out, pinch the buds off. Or they'll tell you to trim the top of the peppers. So I've spent years trying all of these different things. I'm going to tell you right now, if you live in Ontario, Canada, and probably the rest of Canada, I know that when I lived in Alberta and New Brunswick, these still applied to that. If you pinch your buds when you pot them, and the reason you do that is so that they develop strong roots, you're actually not going to get a very good pepper harvest. And then you're like, well, we want strong roots. Okay, but here's the thing. We have such a short growing season, 2 to 3 months max. And they're not really going to grow an amazing root system anyway. I want peppers more than I care about a root system. So I never, ever, ever pinch my flowers when I plant them out. I also never cut them. What that does is if you trim them when they're little seedlings, then you get 2 shoots and you're supposed to get twice as many peppers, yada, yada, yada. But it also takes twice as long for it to grow up and give you flowers. And again, in our really short growing season, cutting them back, topping them as it would be, you're just shortening your season even more. And the chances of you getting ripe peppers at the end of the season are, again, very, very slim. Don't top them. Don't pick the flowers off them. And then the third thing that I do is I don't put them in the ground anymore. I used to always put my peppers in the ground. I don't do that anymore. I put all of my peppers in pots. Now, these ones are my sweet ones on this side of the garden, and I have my hot ones on another side of the garden. And as you can see, I already have some really big peppers on them. I have peppers turning red. I have loads of big, healthy peppers in here. And I will get a really good harvest out of this. So the reason why you put them in pots is because they like the heat. And our ground stays cold a lot longer. If you put them in big pots, you put them outside, they'll heat up faster, you get peppers faster. Now, you will have to water more, but it's worth it.